I've said all I'm going to say for now.
Okay, we have 2 lesbians and 1 used condom. How exactly does that add up? This is important evidence. Be sure and check all sides for trace. You're on the right track, partner, but that's not the brand of shoe that left the crime scene print.
Hey, what's up? He's on his way to interrogation now.
Dude, that's all you get now.
You don't need one, far as I'm concerned. Go for it. Nothing to hide here. How did you guys find out about that? Liz, I suppose. Listen, you want to know something about me? Ask me. We went out a couple times back in high school. He seemed like a nice guy at first, before the real Bob started coming out. Freaking racist, flaming homophobe. Back then I hadn't come to terms with my, sexual orientation. But I knew Nazi talk when I heard it. I dumped Bob's bigoted butt like the day before prom. And let's just say he didn't take it well. But you know, that's ancient history, right? Only some people never quite drag themselves out of high school, huh? Anyway, maybe 2 weeks ago, he must have got hold of one of our flyers because he started calling me. First he pretended to be nice and asked me out, for old time's sake, you know?
And that's when you let him know about your sexual orientation.
Not at first. I just tried to let him down easy. Said I was in a long-term committed relationship. And then he snaps. His voice all different, sarcastic, nasty as hell. And he says, "What, with some dyke?" So he knew all along about Liz and me. Maybe Ed told him. Maybe Ed handed him a flyer. You'd have to ask Ed about that. And then the calls started. Obscene, abusive, nightmare abuse. And I had his calls blocked. And then he kept driving up and down past my house in his cab. It was awful, really disturbing. I was scared half to death. You bet your ass I did. Not that it did any good. I guess you people don't think it's harassment when somebody like me gets hassled.
Actually, we do. Of course, you don't need our help now. He won't be hassling you again, really.
So that's what I get for being honest with you people? So that's what you do with a victim like me? You make me out a suspect. Well, maybe I'm not shedding any tears for Bob, but I had nothing to do with what happened to him. Listen, I know it sounds crazy, but after I dumped him back in high school, he'd corner me in the hall and harp about the money he spent on prom, the limo, the rented tux, the corsage, how I owed him. So I thought, pay him off, pay him back. So I go out to that cab and say, how much to get you the hell out of my life? He says, not for $1 million, baby. I say, I'll give you $500 to just go away. And he says, done. And I did. And then he kept coming around anyway. That's all I have to say for now.
You're on the right wavelength, partner. But that's not the brand of shoe that left the crime scene print. Same kind of matchbook we found in the cab. Minus the soot.
I only have the one pair of running shoes. Sorry to disappoint.
Hey, looking for a hint?
I don't know. Neighbor kids who sneaked in for a quickie? I mean, that structure is in our backyard. Could be anybody. But me or Deborah, of course. Well, I wouldn't like you to. You can't do that without some kind of warrant, right?
That shouldn't be hard to get. You want to look good in this thing? I'd start cooperating.
What a charmer you are. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Or so I hear.
Okay, we got lucky and located some security cam footage from a business along our roasted cabbie's route. Sarah will have it for you in the lab.
Hey guys, your hunch paid off. Here's a hunk of reality TV that you're gonna really get into.
There might be visual evidence on this tape. Play the video to watch the whole thing. Then, use the controls to look frame by frame. If you find a frame that reveals new evidence, you can click to enhance it. Hello! Check out that poncho design. We've seen that before. Remember? Nice going, partner. We've confirmed Liz engaged in heterosexual intercourse in the Fire Temple.
I've said all I'm going to say for now.
Poncho matches the one seen on the security cam tape. And what do we have here? A singed area. Let's find out where this poncho came from. Not the right tool for this. This damage could easily have resulted from a flash burn.
Well, that belongs to Deborah. Or anyway, it used to. Haven't seen her wear it in ages. No idea what it was doing in there. I've said all I'm going to say for now.
These synthetic fibers were exposed to enough heat to melt the ends, but only for a very short exposure. A flash fire. We know the ladies play with fire, so this could have happened under normal circumstances. But our video evidence argues otherwise. How many people have this same poncho design?
I've got nothing new to report on the Vic.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Dude, that's all you get now.
Nope, those two don't match. Not the right tool for this. Not the right tool for this. Too bad it's only a partial print. Still, pardon the pun, we may get a match. Good job, partner.
What's cooking?
Hey, Gris. Cooking up a storm in here. My partner just confirmed the match matches our current holding cell celebrity, Ed.
So there's evidence of Ed Danville both inside and outside of the cab. Coincidence?
Could be. I've seen stranger things happen. And we've got a few other leads.
So what exactly did Ed light up with that match?
We'll find out. First of all, we'll see if he smokes. And I don't even care what. Later, Chris. It matches, but you're matching an unknown against an unknown, so we really don't know anything. Always try to match known samples.
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Who and where? Slow down, my brother. Take a step back before you go blaming that on me. I took a cab a couple of days ago, Saturday, I think, but I didn't ask the guy his name. Maybe it's your guy, maybe it ain't.
We found a used match with your print on it in the cab.
So maybe it is the cabbie who got burned, but so what? I smoke 'em when I got 'em, but what's that mean in the great scheme? Now that is harsh. I do odd jobs for cash. I can afford the occasional ride. Anyway, those lesbos, pardon my French, they were climbing all over each other, and not in a good way. Liz, she was all pissed off at Deb for God knows what and raving on about needing a cleansing. Next thing, Liz is lighting some pagan ritual fire that got way the hell out of hand and damn near burned the neighbor's fence down. Anyway, I tried to help put the thing out, and for my trouble, got Liz climbing all over my ass, also not in a good way. She said, "Get out, get the hell out of here," all freaked out, and man, This cab was on the corner, and I just grabbed it and told the cabbie stop at the nearest bar.
The Random Room, it's called.
Oh, round 4, maybe 5. Closer to 5, I think. When do you think? When Miss Pyromaniac 1999's fire got out of control. That broad is brutal, man. She is out there. I can spare a few for the cause. Hey, like I said, you don't have to have a 9-to-5 to be a good citizen. But if you find burn patches, remember, I was playing Citizens Fire Brigade for that hot Les. No, that's everything. So, when do I check out of that holding cell and get back to my windmill, my brother?
We'll get back to you.
Dude, that's all you get now.
This puts Ed at the crime scene. Of course, he already told us he was there distributing flyers. Well, Ed was definitely one of the two to tango. Hey, Gris, check this out. Looks like Liz and Ed generated some heat in the old fire temple.
The fire goddess consummated with Mr. Free as the Wind?
An elemental attraction, so the evidence says. Wonder who initiated it.
Well, wouldn't you say that air stokes fire, Nick?
Yeah, I get it. Let's go, partner.